So from here, you do a bridge, you turn to your side, you do your basic elbow escape, and then you lift. Welcome to my new video. My name is Björn Friedrich, and today I'm here after I think a few months for a new video. Well, you know, the last months I'm focused on gi training. You know, I completely abandoned no gi training and I'm focusing on gi training, and that's why I was not doing any new videos, because I want to just get used to the new stuff I do before I make some videos. But I discovered some really interesting, game-changing mount escape while training, and this works gi, no gi, doesn't matter, and it's really a game changer. And I think it will replace the basic way of doing your elbow knee escape, because it's so much better and so much more efficient. So let's start with the technique. We're starting from classical mount, and what I'm doing is basically I'm starting my classical elbow knee escape. So she is sitting on top, I make my frame, I create this frame, I lift up, I turn to my side. Now, there are certain ways, doesn't matter, you free your leg. You can do this by this one, you can do this by leg drag, you know, you can do this by foot lift position, doesn't matter, you know. All you have to do, again, is you start your elbow knee escape. Once you're here, essentially basically you're at half guard. You see, and now what you would normally do is you would turn, you would create some new frames, and then you would turn your hips and your shoulders and your hips and your shoulders and your hips until you get your knee shield. That's what, thank you. That's what I was usually teaching. And you know, it can work, not bad, but the problem with this technique is very simple. Once I have complete step number one, so I lift up, turn to my side, I come up here. Now she pressuring into me, cross-facing me here, you see? Now it could be a little difficult to get out with the classical escape. I mean, if I, you know, I can try to shrimp a little bit maybe, and maybe I can get some, you know, maybe I can make it work. But it's not efficient. You can see how much struggle I had. She was not even holding really tight, and it was very difficult for me. So what I'm doing now is very different. So I'm here, I create my frame, I lift her up, I turn to my side, I free, this stays here, I come up here. Now all I do is pinching the legs and turning them with my sole of the feet to the ceiling. So I'm here and I'm lifting her, but getting my underhook, essentially like getting a lockdown position, getting my underhook, and from here, whatever, I could hook and play the coyote guard, or I could even change, shrimp, and go for close guard. The key point is, she can hold as much as she wants. You know, you will see that. It doesn't matter. Because from here, turning, coming up, let's say she grabs me up tight, you know, doesn't matter. All you have to do is lift and turn. Underhook, frame on the knee. You can turn here, put your knee inside, head and arm control. Let's do this from this direction, so you can show it better. It's important to use the legs. So from here, I lift, I turn, I push. You know, it's not this. It's not. It's up in the air and turn the body of her. That allows me to underhook. Maybe underhook this one here. I can hook, twist, and roll her over. For example, doesn't matter. Key point is the escape. time. So when I teach this to my students, I feel some have problems connecting the legs to her body. And this is the key point here, this perspective, that when you do this, doesn't matter which escape you do, when you do this, don't push her leg. It's not about pushing her leg and turning. Pinch and lift her body. You see what I do? I'm lifting her body. You know? Now I'm working on the hook. I frame here, I come up here, whatever. But you have to, last time, you have to pinch and keep the pinch. You know, when I'm here and I'm here, and now I do this, you see I lose connection. You see, I'm tight and now I open. No, tight and move the body. This is the idea. Step, hook, pinch, whatever. You know, once you get used to it, then basically this second movement is something you learn in half guard. You know, I was just combining this movement by accident while I was teaching, and I was combining this movement from the elbow knee directly to this leg movement, and you will get amazing results. You know, it's much easier to finish the mount escape into close guard or into a half guard or into any, you know, sweep positions, lockdown or knee shield, when you do this immediately. You know, you escape, you do your elbow knee escape, half of your elbow knee escape, and then you just switch to this leg movement, and you will get much easier and more efficient to the position where you can attack, either from close guard or from half guard variations. That's my video. If, and this is my question for you guys, if you like me to document my journey from no-gi to gi, if you like me to share my insights from what is it to change from 30 years of no-gi to suddenly put the gi on and do stuff, if you want to learn some of my experience, you might be interested in how to do that and what my ideas are, just put it in the comments, you know, just put it in the comments, and if people want to see it, I will do some videos about my journey with the gi, which is quite interesting and which taught me a lot even in this short period of time. And so yeah, if you like to see this, just put it in the comments. Otherwise, please subscribe my channel, like my video, and see you next time.